Now, one thing I can tell you is I love this look right here, and this look might be one of my favorite looks that I have done with my Pat McGrath palettes. But let's go see what I think about the rest of the palette. Hey guys, this is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. So today we have part 2 of my video, Mothership 9, Huetopian Dreams, and you're going to get 4 looks today. So we have this beautiful packaging right here. I love this packaging. I really do. And then we have this palette right here. Now the palette, I think is beautiful, and then I think it's and I think it's beautiful, and I'm just so wishy-washy when it comes to this palette. And a part of that is because, you know, I wanted a lot of color for Mothership 9. But before I just keep ranting and raving, let me go ahead and introduce myself. If you are new to this channel, welcome. If you're oldie but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley. I have a doctorate in pharmacy, and I love makeup. So that's how you get Dr. Ash and her makeup, but please just call me Ash or Ashley. Eyeshadow is my jam. I'm a huge Pat McGrath fan. So, yeah. But, like I said, I have 4 looks for you today. I was going to do 3 looks, but then I was inspired by a couple of shades, so I decided to do 4 looks. So, I think that works out in your favor. But, like I mentioned before, I did a very raw first impression. A little raw for me. I mean, it wasn't terrible. I didn't tear the palette to shreds. But I just expressed my disappointment. I mean, we had all this inspiration, and we just thought that the palette was going to be one thing, and then it just turned out to be something totally different. And I expressed all of that in the first video, so you can go and watch. I also go over the swatches, everything you need to know about Mothership 9 and the price point and where you can get it. Did I tell you where you can get it? But by this point, you should know that you can get it from Pat McGrath Labs online, or you can get it from Sephora. And so you can get the palette from there, and I just go over the swatches and all of that good stuff in that video. So if you haven't watched that video, I'll link it down below and stick it up in the card, so go check it out. And I do a look in that particular video, so you have gotten 5 looks in total out of this palette from me. But with this video, we're just going to basically roll into the 4 looks because, yeah, I've gone on everything else on the palette, and at this point I think you have seen a lot of other videos, and this one is just like strictly inspiration and what I think. So I'm going to let you know how the shadows perform along the way, and then of course I'm going to wrap up with some final thoughts at the end of the video. So let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, so my eyebrows are filled in using my Old Faithful pencil, which is the Goof Proof pencil by Benefit Cosmetics, shade 3.75. For my eye primer today, I'm going in with the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm back and here are the first two looks. I think they're very beautiful. However, so the shade Blondes Solaris 005, which is this shade right here, I think it's pretty. The look I create is pretty, but you definitely have to have this pen or a mixing medium or a glitter glue, some setting spray for it to look like anything. Other than that, it would be pretty much a big waste of time. So my favorite shadow in the palette right now is this Blitz Extreme shade. I love how beautiful it is. It's really grungy. It's smooth. You can blend it out. You get a subtle flip with it. However, I do feel that the shade, what is this, Bronze Desire, and they're so close together, it doesn't matter. Like, you don't need both of them in the palette together. So I would definitely take Blitz Extreme over the Bronze Desire, even though it's a nice formula, it's a nice texture. You not really need to use the pen with it. And then for this look, I just went ahead and popped a little Ashleigh and Venusial Orchid. So I think like that shade is really pretty. The mattes are still performing well, but I mean, overall, like I kind of said in my first impression video, with these two looks, this is something I can create with any of my Pat McGrath palettes that I have at the moment. It's not that I just dislike it. It's just, of course, you guys know I was disappointed because I wanted color and things like that. But overall, like I said, the Blitz Extreme, Shockwave, and the two mattes are cool. This shade is cool so far. I mean, I didn't even use this shade, but let's see what we can do. Let's play with this shade right here. I'm excited to play with Astro Amethyst. What is this? Astro Amethyst Moon. So let's go ahead. Let's see if we can take this up or not. All right, I'm back and I love this look. This look is so pretty. It's just glittery. It's wet looking. It's shiny. It's shifty. It's giving me the feels that I want when I put a Pat McGrath palette on my eyes. Yeah, so I love this color combination. It's so pretty. This, let me tell you. This is wonderful, okay? So for this particular look, we use the Astro Venusian Orchid, which is the top one, and then we use, what is this, Astro Amethyst Moon. You know I have to learn the names of these shades. These shades are beautiful. And then I put a little Blitz Extreme down below and going in with Shockwave. And of course you saw me go in with my Permagel eyeliner, and this is in the shade Blitz Blue, just to give it that base color. And my God, like it really brought it out. So these two shades are super, super pretty. I thought that this was going to be my last look, but I want to try one more look. So let's go ahead and jump in, and then we'll wrap up with some thoughts. All right, I'm back. This is the final look for real, and oh, I'm so happy I decided to do a fourth look because I love this look. This is my favorite look. I don't even have to wait and tell you later. I'm doing like this so you can really just see my eyelids. Do you see the shift? I am here for it. I am living. This is giving me, yes, I'm here for this look, okay? So, as you can see, I just decided, I was like, I feel like Blitz Extreme and Astro Amethyst Moon would just be a great combo together with a little Cosmic Bloom, and it was just wonderful. First of all, I love this shade, okay? I love this shade so much. It's my favorite shade in the palette. It's grungy. It has a little bit of a green shift. It has a little bit of gray shift. It has a little bit of bronzy gold to it. It's really beautiful. It's smooth. It's creamy. Like I said, you could just blend it all out. I was really loving the look before I even added on the Astro Moon shade. So my favorite shades in the palette would be Shockwave, Astro Amethyst Moon, Astro Venetian Orchid, Blitz Extreme, Cosmic. I like the mattes. This is my favorite matte. Bronze Desire. What is this? Is it? Yeah. Bronze Desire is a really nice shade, but I just think that this shade and this shade really isn't necessary in the palette because like you saw in the first look, I layered these two together and look pretty much the same. And it depends on how the light shifts with Blitz, Blitz Extreme, that you can kind of get the same effects. I just wish it was something different here. This shade, what is this? Bronze Soleil 005, it can go. Like, honestly, I mean, I don't think it's worth anything unless you have a glitter glue, if you have a mixing medium, if you have some setting spray. Like, you need something. It is not going to work. It's just going to be a waste of your time and your effort. The mattes are really beautiful. Of course, you're getting really dusty. I think I would prefer if this particular shade was a little bit darker, but then at the same time, I like that it's not so dark because we can kind of reach into some of our other palettes to get a really dark matte. But at the same time, like you could blend this in the crease and just get a different color story type of going on. like I said, I like the palette. I'm even more excited now that I got this look. But to me, it's still not like a Huetopian Dream. I love the packaging of the palette. Like, the packaging is just magnificent. And see, I just wish that she could have just found a way. Like, I know with Blitz Extreme we get a little hint of green, but I think we could have just played on this a little bit more on the blue, even a little bit more on the purple. If maybe Bronze Desire was some type of purple. I don't know. Even though it depends on how you, because Astral, you know, right here it looks purple, but then on top of blue, it looks blue. I mean, I don't know. I'm still working with it. It's not in dead last. It gives me Eternal Eden vibes, but a lot better because, you know, I don't like Eternal Eden. Actually, I use it as a face quad, but you know, the verdict is still not out on this palette, but I'm liking it better. And I really like the shade Blitz Extreme. I've been wearing that shade so much. Now, let's go ahead and talk about this bad boy right here. I really, really like this Intensifies Artistry wand. I think it is really, really great. I mean, of course, it do have a little shadow on there from me using it. I've just been kind of just taking it and wiping it gently on my makeup towel and just to remove that shadow. I like that you can put it over an eyeshadow primer. I like that you can put it over an eyeshadow and you still get really great effects. To me, I don't feel anything on my eyelid. It doesn't feel wet. It doesn't feel gloopy. It just feels like a little silicone-y. There is a little bit of wetness at the beginning. You do need to work kind of quickly. I will work one eye at a time with this particular product so it doesn't dry up on you and you can get the effect that you need of a mixing medium. So I really like this. I feel like it saves time. It's convenient. It's not messy. You don't have to like dip your brush into this and it's too wet. Because I really like the Mayron mixing medium, but it's really wet. It's a lot going on. But this is really, really great. I think I might come back and do a video where I'm just playing with this pen and like her other shadows, because I think this is going to be kind of a game changer, even though she's always shown us using the Mayron mixing medium. But like I said, this is just so convenient, so useful. You know, there is a short expiration date on this. It's 6 months. After I put it on one eye, I make sure to put the top on so I'm not wasting my product. It doesn't dry out. And I'm not over clicking it. I think in the beginning you do have to warm it up quite a bit. You do need to click it. You need to get it to the surface of the pen, and then the pen's on the floor, and then you need to click it a little bit to get it going. But now it's kind of to the point where this is my second time using. I can just kind of swipe. I don't need to do much clicking, so that makes me feel better, like I'm not really wasting the product. But overall, the last two eye looks I did, I'm really, really glad I did this eye look, and I did the other eye look when it was really sparkly. But like I said, this one is really hitting for me, even though the sparkle look was really hidden. But this one is just, yes, because it just shows like the creativity that you can do with the palette. And I think when you're going in the realm of Pat McGrath, you want to have some creativity. You want to have a little bit of different. You want somebody to be like, well, what shadow is that? And that's what I usually get when I wear Pat McGrath shadows out, especially like her different blitz shades in those particular formulas. So this palette isn't a total letdown, but it's not my favorite by far. But I love the shade Blitz Extreme. Like, I would take that as a single. If she made that an idol, I wouldn't even care. But like this shade, oh my gosh, I just can't with it. But I'm going to still keep playing with this palette. You know, I'm going to come back with a palette ranking of the palettes that I've tried, and we'll continue to see where she lands. I mean, well, we'll see where she lands. And, you know, I'm just going to keep playing with this. So far so good. Some looks were like, oh, this is great, like this one and the one before. And some looks were like, well, I could just get this with anything, to be honest. So with all of that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what were your favorite looks down below. Did you pick up the palette? I know it's such a mixed bag. A lot of people are waiting for sales. I totally get it. But, you know, this right here was like the good YouTuber in me, plus, you know, the Pat McGrath fan in me for not waiting. So be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video, which will be very, very soon. And with all of that being said, you already know how we end the video around here. We hit it with the chair dance, chair dance. Hey, 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 chair dance. Wait. Subscribe to my channel. Yes, because I would love to have you here, my little makeup family. Okay, chair dance. 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 All right, y'all. Bye.